Let us move on to the next question. So the question is, what is the difference between arrays as list and new array list? So arrays as list is basically used to create list from an array, and using new array list also you can create array list. So let's try to understand the difference in detail. So here I've created arrays as list and new array list, two examples. So we have used arrays as list many times in our code to create the list from the array. So let us understand the difference today, okay? So first thing is go inside this arrays as list, see the definition of it or see the Java doc of it to understand what it does. So basically this arrays as listed, it returns the fixed size list. It is modifiable in nature, but you can't change the size of the return list. So I hope you understood. So basically you can modify the list, you can update the values, but you can't change the size of a list. Like you can't add it or you can't remove it. So that is what Java's arrays as list does. I hope it's very clear. Let's try to understand with an example. Here we are having an array and we are creating arrays as list. The first example here, right? I'm updating the index 1 with x. This is perfectly fine. It modifies. Modification is perfectly fine, but provided length should not be changed. So here we are printing that list. Okay. And second thing is here we are trying to add an element to it. We should get an unsupported operation exception because modification without changing the length is fine. With changing the length will create an unsupported operation. But let's say if you go with a plain ArrayList creation, right? This will not cause any issue. You can modify, you can update the length, is perfectly fine. I'll just run and show you the result. You can see, right? I'm getting unsupported operation exception at line number 15, where I'm trying to update by adding a new element. So this is not recommended. So let's comment this and run again to show the rest of the code. With normal array list, you can basically update the values. You can add an element, delete an element. That's perfectly fine. So whenever you are using arrays as list, be cautious. It will give you the fixed size list. If you have a requirement where you have to change the length, then don't go for it. Let's move on to the next question. Difference is clear. So arrays as list will create the fixed size list, and new array list is creates a mutable copy. You can do whatever you want here. Here you can't change the size of it. Let's move on to the next question.